When it's time, God will move suddenly. It's amazing. Because there are seasons in life when it feels like you've been standing still, waiting, praying, believing, and yet nothing seems to change. You've done everything you know how to do. You've been faithful, you've trusted, you've cried tears that nobody saw. You've held on when it would have been easier to let go. And still, silence. But, child of God, just because it's silent doesn't mean God isn't speaking. Just because you don't see movement doesn't mean heaven is not busy. God's silence is never absence. It's preparation. He's been setting things in order behind the scenes so that when the moment comes, it will happen suddenly. Think about it. It was presented to me one time by a gentleman by the name of Bob Proctor. And he said one time, Doug, when you visualize something and you're expecting God to take action, you have no idea all the activities that need to occur in order for you to get what you're asking for, to have it fall within God's plan and not in any way violate the rights or progress of anyone else. So think about that. It could be as simple. He went on to explain to me that, Doug, it could be as simple as maybe somebody's at a grocery store in Japan and they knock a magazine off a shelf. And because they did that, a man bent over and picked it up and he saw a story. And based on that story, he decided to take a trip to America. And so he took the trip to America, and when he got here, several other things occurred that involved his interaction. He got off the plane, maybe he went and bought lunch and left a very nice tip for the waitress. And then the waitress used that money to get something she needs, which that purchase impacted somebody else. You get where I'm going. But there's a whole linear, and sometimes it's not all linear, but there's a block of activities that need to occur so that God puts you where you should be without violating anybody else. And it takes meticulous planning, and it's the type of strategy and planning that only an all-knowing, all-powerful, all-loving God could accomplish. AI couldn't do it. There's no way AI knows what the result will be from any given action. God knows. And he can say, hey, now this needs to happen, and it all happens in a way where people get good and it benefits them. But it takes a long time for all that activity to occur in order for you to actually realize results or see action. See, God's working behind the scenes. We just don't know how or what he actually needs to do in order to make it all come together in the right way. But nothing is immediate. And this is not magic. This is thoughtful manipulation of the human circumstance so you can accomplish the goals God has for you without violating any of the goals that God has for others as well. That's a lot of working, And so he's setting things in order behind the scenes so that when the moment comes, it will happen suddenly. There won't be a warning or a delay, just breakthrough after breakthrough. And when it's time, God moves fast. Think about Joseph in the Bible. One day he was in prison, forgotten, betrayed, and broken. But in a single moment, God opened the door. Suddenly he was standing in the palace, second in command over all of Egypt. That was a divine suddenly. Years of waiting can turn into a single moment of favor. Or consider the woman with the issue of blood. 12 long years of suffering, disappointment, and rejection. And then, in one touch, boom, everything changed. You see, that's the power of a God that moves suddenly. And sometimes God lets us wait longer than we think we can endure because He's not just preparing the blessing, He's preparing you. See, it's not everything that needs to happen around us in order for us to get there. It's also what needs to happen within us as well. And the breakthrough isn't just about changing your circumstances. It's about transforming your heart. You see, he's building endurance, faith, and character inside of you so that when the blessing comes, you can carry it with strength and humility. Humility. And when it's time, doors that were locked for years will swing open. When it's time, people who once overlooked you will start asking for your advice. And when it's time, the very places you were rejected will become the platforms where God honors you. And that's why Scripture tells us, write the vision, make it plain, though it tarry, wait for it, for it will surely come. It will not delay. And you see, God doesn't forget promises. He fulfills them in His perfect timing. And when that moment arrives, you won't have to force it, chase it, or manipulate it. It will just happen. So don't get discouraged in the waiting. Just stay ready. Stay prayerful, stay faithful, and keep your heart clean, your hands busy, and your mind focused. Because when the windows of heaven open up, it will be too late to get ready. You'll have to be ready. And when He moves, it will make sense why you had to wait, I promise. Every tear, every setback, every closed door, it will all point to the glory of what He's about to do in your life. He's not late. He's aligning. It's not punishment. It's preparation. And when it's time, it'll happen suddenly. So stay ready. Your breakthrough is closer than you think because God moves fast when it's time. Truth. God bless you, my friends.